Hey guys, this is ShyGamerMaile, and welcome back to Trauma Center Second Opinion. This is part 13 of our playthrough, and I hope you all have had a fantastic week. I know I have. It's the night of 4th of July, so I spent the day, just around family, and we had some festivities, but they're over now, so it's time to unwind and play a little bit of Trauma Center. So last time, Dr. Kimishima saved Derek by operating on him. He somehow managed to contract guilt. Something's been going on making the guilt sort of change in the way it is contracted and the way it affects the body. But luckily, Dr. Kimishima and Angie were able to save Derek. Then Derek found out from the director of Caduceus Europe that they had been using Adam, or the Delphi leader's remains, in order to come up with groundbreaking new types of medical treatment, even though Derek had assumed that Adam's remains had been destroyed. Now he's questioning kind of what he fought for in the first place. So this time we're going to dive back into the story, starting with the future of guilt. I believe there's only 2 or 3 more operations left. I'm leaning more on the 3 side because I'm positive there's another multi-tier operation coming up next, and it's going to be very difficult because it has one of my least favorite forms of guilt in it, treaty. And then after that we should have just one more operation and we'll be done with Second Opinion. So we're going to take this nice and slow. Today might only be 1 operation because the next one is going to be extremely difficult, but we will see where this episode takes us. So let's start with Chapter 6, The Future of Guilt. Yes. The Future of Guilt. Caduceus Europe Conference Hall. Patients who lost organ, bone, and muscle cells. Near complete recoveries were reported in every one of these cases. I hope this demonstrates the effectiveness of these neo cells, or Z cells as we call them. However, I'd like to convince you further by bringing up one of our Z cell patients. Thank you again, Mr. Heigl, for your willingness to take part in this demonstration. There will be a short break as we set up for the next segment of the conference. It seems Great Britain has put some thought into this. I understand your sarcasm. However, I went to a lot of trouble convincing the military to allow us to reveal even this. If we continued to conceal research, we would have lost our international support. Regardless of my opinion, the results are impressive. I'd like America to research similar methods, if only to keep a closer eye on them. Our country was generous to supply funding for our research, since they found it useful. On the other hand, it was given on the grounds that we would be treating wounded soldiers. Soldiers? What happens to them once the treatment is finished? They can't return to duty. I assume they become civilians. Meaning your treatment takes all the risk out of sending men off to war. We're ready to begin, if you'll kindly return to your seats. I would like you to take a look at the screen. This was Mr. Hegel's condition before he arrived for treatment. As you can see, his abdomen was severely damaged by a bullet wound. Dialysis was the only thing keeping him alive. But once we implanted the Z cells, please come out, Mr. Heigl. You can see that he's doing quite a bit better now. Although he still has scars from several surgeries, internally he's fully recovered. If we pull up a diagnostic image of his body's interior, you can clearly see it's been completely restored to its natural condition, pre-injury. Follow-up treatment is simple and unintrusive. We simply administer a serum semi-annually. This aids in the formation of tissue and helps to stabilize it. If Mr. Heigl will excuse me, I can demonstrate this treatment for you as well. His tissue completely regenerated. That's amazing. Even though, for all intents and purposes, it's just the 8th guilt. You're against it then, Dr. Kimishima? Your father told me there was no way to control that monster. He studied it for years, created it. Even he was afraid of guilt. I don't care how much research they've done with these Z cells. If guilt is involved, it's going to backfire. I just hope I'm not there when it happens. You probably will be, Naomi. Mr. Heigl? I don't... Ah! Of course. What's going on? It's guilt. This strain must be airborne. It's being released from his blood. Help me! Something's wrong, What is this? No, this can't happen. Not in front of all these people. We have to evacuate the attendees before everyone is infected. But how can we... It seems a little rude to say I told you so. Think you can handle this, Styles? I'll do my best, but what about you? Guilt survivors develop antibodies to protect against further infection. Didn't they show you the research? In these conditions, anyone who operates on those people is going to get infected. Except that you're immune. Looks like you need to get ready. I understand. Angie, will you be alright assisting me? I'll be fine. We need to move the infected attendees to an operating area stat. How could we let this happen? Chiral reaction positive, Pempty bodies detected. Some test readings do not match previously documented cases of this strain. So it's like an extreme version of Pempty. So basically this is Pempty on steroids. So Hegelp. What's going on here? Guild shouldn't be able to present this quickly. Calm down, doctor. We need to focus on treating the patient. You're right, Angie. I just need to calm down. This one is going to take serious concentration. I'm worried about your condition. But here are the test results. They were expedited, so the notes aren't complete. But they're sure it's guilt? That's what the report says. In his right lung. By the look of these chiral reactions, I'd say it's the Pempty strain, which gives us one objective: destroy the Pempty core. Once the core is gone, the fluid should go away naturally as always. Let's begin the emergency operation. I'll be honest, I've tried this operation before and it's pretty gnarly.
Let's begin.
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. Okay. Start here.
We've located the guild.
Let's get this done first. Now, let's settle in. And 1, 2. Then it's gonna start. It's gonna start attacking now, though. Of this out of the way as possible. I know this is bad to have, but the vitals could end up getting pretty... I keep an eye on the vitals with this one.
Chiral reaction decreasing.
This one's a lot more active than in the past. Let's focus on getting in some damage.
You can do it.
Goodness gracious. Need to up vitals a little bit. It's definitely a form of super Pempty, that's for sure.
Vitals dropping.
In there.
Ah. Need to be quick. Let's skip this up.
Let's begin.
Focus on healing, keeping up vitals, and doing damage to the Pempty. The sooner the Pempty goes down, sooner we can just focus on not fending off those attacks as much.
We've located the
Give
guild.
him one last boost before we start everything up. One, two, and here we go. There we go.
Decreasing.
We should focus more on getting this out of the way. Not like tumors.
Vitals dropping.
Goodness gracious. I need to not be so skittish about using the healing touch this time around.
Let's begin. We've located the guild.
I might be a little quiet, guys. Just gonna focus on getting this guy out of the way.
Decreasing.
goes in. There we go. It only took me 3 tries. Okay. Let's get rid of the rest of this and get this guy all healed up. 3rd time's the charm. That was a tough one. Let's boost his vitals up. Close him up. Slap some antibiotic gel on. And cover up. And we're good!
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
Whew! It was tough. Oh goodness, Fallen Heroes is going to be a tough one. This has 3 or 4 operations in it. I do not know if I will be able to do this one this episode, like complete it, but let's take a look at how this looks. Chapter 7, Fallen Heroes. Chapter 7, Fallen Heroes. Sir, I have an update on the situation. Dr. Ashton has been confirmed infected. Mr. Alex Yang is also infected. Professor Ritz has also been infected. We've confirmed Dr. Mafus as well. There are 22 others who are confirmed to be infected, 7 of whom show full chiral reactions. This is a disaster. Guilt is going to destroy modern medicine in one fell swoop. Panicking isn't going to save these people, Langston. We're going to stop this if at all possible. I'll be helping with the operations. Thank you, Robert. Dr. Styles, Dr. Kimishima, I need you to operate on the 4 patients the sergeant just mentioned. Understood. We need to get started. I understand this is a dire situation, but I sincerely appreciate your help. Where is Dr. Owen? Sir, there has been no sign of Dr. Owen for at least 30 minutes. What? Unacceptable! He shouldn't be abandoning his duties at a time like this. How does this affect the situation? We extracted samples from Adam in order to create a serum to combat guilt. Dr. Owen is the only person who has access to them. Mind if I try to get more? True, you might be able to. This is the only guaranteed cure, but you know there are certain risks when handling guilt. I'll explain the procedure, but you must be careful at all times. Please follow me, Dr. Hoffman. We'll send the serum as soon as we can, Dr. Styles. Do your best until then. Understood. I have a plan. Dr. Styles, Dr. Kimishima, you will both alternate treating these 4 patients. In other words, you'll each perform 2 procedures. The patients are being brought in. Let's get to the operating room then. There isn't any time to waste. Alex Yang. Chiral reactions positive in multiple patients. However, it is unclear which strains of guilt is/are involved. One of them is treaty, and that's the one I'm dreading. There are a total of 4 patients who require immediate treatment. You'll both alternate patients so that one of you can keep an eye on the other 3. Got it. While Dr. Styles is operating, you'll need to prep for your next procedure. Please adjust your routine accordingly, Dr. Kimishima. Once Dr. Styles closes up his patient, we'll move on to yours immediately. Understood. Take time between operations to calm down and refocus on the task at hand. Each of you will have 2 patients, meaning we'll complete 4 procedures total. This This is like that time we had 10 minutes to treat 5 guilt patients. Remember, Angie? This time there are only 4, and we have 2 doctors, so I'm going to be optimistic. However, judging by this guilt data and the patient information, this is an entirely different situation than before. Even with the 2 of us, we're going to have our hands full. We're running out of time. Derek, Dr. Kimishima, we have to save these people.
I will save this patient.
We won't let them die. Alright.
We can do this.
Treaty is the first one! Oh, goody. Treaty is a puzzle, and I'm not very good at puzzles, so you can imagine how overjoyed I am by this situation. So now we have nice, neat little rows, but we have to wait for the thorns to come and regenerate. Let's get some health up a bit. Let's get these guys out. Right, we're gonna wait for this next row to regenerate. It's better to just have all the thorns out so that you don't have to worry about some randomly regenerating while you're removing them. These guys are super infectious. Oh, I knew that would happen. Get this guy. Okay. Let's restart this.
We'll save this patient!
Okay.
We can do this. We've located the guild.
Alright.
Doctor!
Whew. Now we have them in nice even rows again. You guys can't see this, but I totally need to like use 2 hands to steady myself. while doing this. Let's get these guys out of here before the membranes regenerate. Then we'll do a little bit of healing here. Back on, and let's go. Darn, Doreen again. Guy just wants to spread, doesn't he? Okay. Another thorn growing there. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's get this final row out. Darn. Alright. Get this guy out. Please.
Reaction
Cool.
is negative.
Alright. Slap some gel on this. We're good.
Let's begin.
Teriyaki should be simpler for me. Can shave off some time here.
We've located the guild.
Let's these guys out very quickly.
Chiral reaction decreasing.
Heal up a little bit. Let's make sure vitals are up all the way before we get the queen out here. Where is she? There you are. There's your little friend. Let's get him out of the way too. Where are you? Gotcha. And there she is again. I think we just need to get her one more time.
Chiral reaction is negative.
Get this cleaned up out of the way. Go only halfway here to shave off some minutes. Whew.
Let's begin.
you away from each other. A little bit more. Let's get rid of some of these tumors. It'll help clear up things a little bit more. Okay. Set this up.
The chiral reaction is negative.
Okay. Clean this up. And we'll get on to the next patient. Oh goodness, Periskebi.
Let's begin.
Boost the vitals. These lacerations treated.
Now's your chance.
I'm gonna keep one small. Focus on treating the other. And we'll do this guy right here. This guy out. Goodness gracious, there's so much blood.
Not much time left.
Around half of it out by now. Focus on keeping this guy frozen. And get these two out. It's around half of it done.
Hurry, Doctor!
Get this guy out. These two.
Vitals dropping. Here goes.
Let's get this Periskebi out. Goodness gracious. We ran out of time. Alright. Will she be able to make it? Or will she be defeated by the guilt once again? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. She has already tried several times.
We can do this. We've located the guild.
One more row left. Try this again.
Reaction is negative.
Let's begin.
Way of saying work faster, darn it.
We've located the guild. Chiral reaction decreasing. Vitals dropping.
Must go up.
begin. Now's your chance. Doctor! Vitals dropping.
Here goes.
Reaction is negative.
Oh, goodness. We have time to clean this one up, at least.
I think we're done here.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
Ooh, that was hard. That was probably a C. Huh, I'll take it on one that hard. Okay, my hand is a little sore after that, and it has been quite a while since I first started, so in the next episode we will finish the rest of this operation. That was quite a rush. We did one operation here that was semi-difficult, but Fallen Heroes was absolutely the most difficult thing I have ever done in this game. So next time, we will jump into vulnerability. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Trauma Center. I was certainly challenged by it. I have the sore hand to prove it. So, if you have any comments, leave them down below and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I will see you next time.